Good evening, and welcome to Hallowed Haven Studios. Tonight, we continue our Shadowrun series, Endwatch, with Episode 9, Complication. If this is your first time watching us, welcome. If you're a returning guest, welcome back. It's good to see you again. A note on safety. Endwatch story which, like most stories here on HHS, will deal with adult scenarios and sensitive topics. Each of the players and guest stars you may see appearing in this and future episodes have completed a Session 0 with their game master, Overthinker. We are all aware of each other's lines and veils, and will be respecting them throughout this chronicle. If at any point you do not feel comfortable with the topic, we encourage you to step away and take care of your mental health. Before we begin our story, I have a couple of announcements. Hallowed Haven Studios has merch. You can find it on our website at hallowedhavenstudios.com/merch, or you can see our merch shop plugin at the bottom of our Twitch page under the About tab. We have collections from some of our most popular shows, including Apotheosis and Bed of Roses. Season 6 of our talk show, After Dawn, is in full swing, but it will be a full month before you see them on our YouTube. If you want to keep up with them in real time as they're released, you have to subscribe to our Patreon at the $5 or higher tiers, where you'll also be able to see previews of our character art, vote on in-game events, listen to our post-game discussions, and even apply to be a guest star on an upcoming show. Join us on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the season finale of our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, City of Smoke, a show about four thin bloods in London trying to navigate while the world crumbles apart. Without any more delay, please stalk the dirty Seattle streets with us for another episode of Shadowrun Endwatch.
Right as we were wrapping up, I also didn't realize I was muted. Anyway, as we were wrapping up, Walking with a Ghost by Tegan and Sarah started playing. Just made me smile.
That's a fun one.
Y'all got about 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2...
Hello, I'm Grizz, and I'll be playing Vanta Black.
Hi, I'm Case Poisal, and I'll be playing Hatter the Decker.
Hi there, I'm Stabbykinz. I'll be playing Smashaw Ihawka, the Knoll Rigger.
Hi, I'm Vironz. We'll be playing Stonewalker, your shaman for the evening.
And I am Overthinker. I will be playing everyone else. Welcome back, Yeen Team.
Hey.
All right. We left off with some interesting revelations. Also, are we having some technical difficulties? Is this an HHS stream? Or is it just me that can't see Stonewalker right now?
I think that's just you.
Yeah,
Great.
it's just you.
That's just you.
Okay. Yeah. Hatter made a disturbing discovery about a connection between a personally relevant crime and a recently committed assault. Vanta made the prudent call to get his kids out of potential danger. And Wawahi decided to follow up on an old lead underwater. We now descend into the Seattle Bay behind a thick steel door and into the bowels of the earth with the land shark. Yeah. You went into the tunnel. Give me a perception test with your control rig as your sensors try to pick out the scene around you.
And that'll be 3 hits.
All right. Are there any specific sensors that you've equipped to the land shark?
Nothing
Anything special?
specific beyond the sensor array that it comes with.
Copy that. It is fairly dark down here, but as you move forward, you've got like a basic radar that begins to project out and shows you to your left side. It looks like there's a section, looks like maybe used to be a parking garage or something. Old ruins and buildings submerged for God knows how long. But ahead of you is directly clear.
Gotcha.
All
right.
How far do you go? Or do you go at all?
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna go. What's sort of the nearest like recognizable structures as he's kind of moving along deeper into the tunnel? At least one that's mostly intact.
Everything down here is from when I believe it was an earthquake that sunk a big chunk of Seattle.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is what you would think of as the old city, mostly now the Orc Underground. Basically, a new city was built on top of the ruins of the old one. And that's the Seattle that most people now know.
Gotcha. All right, then. Yeah, he's gonna keep going forward. I guess until anything leaps out at him or until he finds the route that he's looking for.
Okay. Yeah. Big lights on the front of the land shark illuminate the path ahead. Show you concrete and debris. Make a pilot watercraft test as you maneuver through this underground space.
Pilot watercraft. Okay. Ooh, 6 hits.
All right. Yeah. Stonewalker, you were aboard. I believe you came in here to meditate after investigating the museum.
Yeah, meditating, sorta. I mean, as much as you can in a moving vehicle underwater.
Right.
Under the city.
Meditate and or grumble about your lot.
Yeah, kind of just getting resources ready to maybe summon another spirit.
All right. Gathering some reagents.
Charging them more like, yeah.
Okay. Are you attentive to what's going on around you, or are you focused on your own thing?
Focus on my own thing. Getting those supplies ready for a ritual spell, but not enacting it yet because I can't. I gotta have like a stable environment first. Like it's gotta be in one place first, and then I can do my thing.
Can't have a moving lodge. Doesn't work.
Nope.
All right. The submarine pushes forward through this cave that it's not, you don't have a lot of room, but you're a pretty good driver, and your being jumped in gives you this really clear sense of your own size and the space that your vehicle is taking up. So you manage to push forward without creating much of a disturbance, which is good because up ahead You see lights.
Interesting.
You're about 2 or 3 minutes deep. You begin to see green and red lights on either side of the tunnel.
I am going to... So sure, I want to go entirely dark. He'll go low light on his searchlights as he's scooching forward. What can he make out as he gets closer to the side lights?
Yeah, you got... Your sensors are currently attuned to an underwater existence, but as you direct your cameras up, you can see that there is a ramp that comes out of the water. And above, a lit room, sizable, with maybe 2 or 3 figures in it. Hard to make out distinguishing details from this far away. But you're looking at like a warehouse-sized space.
Okay, and that's like literally the only path going forward, right? There's no junctions or anything like that splitting off.
There aren't so much junctions for other paths, but there are places in like... This is the maintained trail, but there are other places you could go. Like if you circled back and went into that ruined parking garage, that could also take you somewhere.
Okay. He's going to peel off to the side for the moment and get the land shark situated and, well, quote unquote, parked water. He's gonna jump out for a bit. Oi, Stones. Need you to look at something for a sec if you're not too busy.
What do you need?
Well, so, I'm just doing a little bit of exploring on this route that might help us get to where we need to be for the big thing. The path ahead, however, seems to be leading up to, like, some kind of warehouse thing. And it looks like it's being actively occupied. Can you go take a look in your spirity goop form thing?
I mean, I could. There's also the chance I could be noticed like that. Some people are trained to notice us like that, but I'll do my best.
Well, appreciate it. Just want to make sure I don't go rolling up on anything too dangerous.
Understandable.
Caution from Wawahi. May wonders never cease.
Truly.
It's almost like I taught him something over the past 10 weeks.
Holy shit. Stonewalker is going to grab his sword and then project, because he knows the sword comes with it.
All right. Yeah, you meditate for a second. The bonds that attach your spirit to your physical form sort of weaken, and you drift forward out of the vehicle. You're fully submerged. Not that you feel it in your spirit form. I guess it does feel a little different. Mana has
strange wetness.
Water has an inherent life to it. Yeah, you drift forward. I think you see pretty quickly that there is a mana barrier.
I'll hop back in my body and tell him that pretty quickly. Let me... I don't think Yeah, even if I do break through it, it's gonna alert people. Yeah.
Well, shit. All right. What do we want to do about that then? We want to just like find a different route around this nonsense. We want to puck up our heads and say, "Oh, g'day there."
Well, it honestly depends if it is a. It depends if it's a dual-natured barrier or if it's a. Or if it's just astral. Because if it's just astral, then we'll be able to get through fine. But if it's dual-natured, I won't be able to. And yeah.
All right. How do we figure that out then?
You go up to it.
All right. Gotcha. Do we want to do that with the land shark then?
The land shark is the least subtle thing in the world.
True. It is also the most armored thing in the world. Well, maybe not in the world, but, in our close proximity.
It's true. Is it like the mana barrier? Was it just like right where that like door was that he was looking at as well?
So you're not currently looking at a door. You're looking at, if you like peer your eyes out the front of the land shark, you can see like landing strip guiding lights and then a ramp going up. And contrasting that to your head, you would say, yeah, right about where that ramp, the room that ramp is in, is protected by a mana barrier, which would prevent scrying, spirit search powers, you.
Yeah, I would have to be on the other side of it to do anything. Well,
it is possible to sneak through a mana barrier, but it's challenging, especially if it's a strong one. Which, grounded to a location.
It's Aztechnology. It's probably strong. Blood of Magic.
No.
And okay. Are you able to get up to where that ramp is, like, in that room?
Oh, yeah, I got my cyber gills and everything, so I can just, plumb fuck swim over there and, get a little eyeballing.
If it's dual natured, you should be able to see it.
All right, let me go get my trunkies on, and I'll pop right out. And he'll get his swimming trunks on. They got little ducky prints with pirate hats on them. He's gonna get suited up.
Perfect.
And he's gonna drop through the moon pool.
30 seconds and a wet dog smell later, you have confirmed that the barrier affects astral things, but not physical ones.
I didn't see much of anything, so I think it might be just purely astral.
All right, as long as this is a fine route, we just can't do anything until I get through. Until we can pass through the barrier. Like, no alarms will be set off as long as I'm not enacting any magic, but I'm going to have to leave my sword behind. Actually, I'm going to have to leave all my foci behind. That's a bit rough.
You can turn foci off.
It's true.
All right, well, land shark's going to be anchored, so you're not going to have to worry about not finding your body or anything like that. Unless there's like a tragic cave-in, which, that'd be sad, but I don't think it's going to happen unless they set anything off.
Oh, that wouldn't stop me from finding my body. We need to get when we get topside. I'm going to need to summon a spirit. Or at least when we're about to do this, I'm going to need to summon a spirit. And it's going to be like a big thing, and we're going to have to wait for a couple hours in one spot.
All right. Can do.
Okay.
So are you guys going to go in and investigate further, or are you going to start heading back?
Is there much else to investigate further?
If you took the land shark in, your chance of being spotted by those figures would go up pretty hard.
Yeah, probably not a good idea then.
I'm not sure if you would detect me in particular. I don't know how that astral stuff could work, but I could swim up and poke my head over, just kind of above the waterline.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
That'd be better for Vanta to do. I mean, he's able to be sneaky, even in water.
True. Well, what do you want to do then? You want to try and sneak past the barrier before we do anything? Because as much as I hate to say it, we do kind of need to verify how viable that route's going to be.
If I were to with a if I were to astrally perceive it, would I be able to tell the force of it?
I'd let you sense the barrier. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll that.
Yeah. So if I can do that, then I'll have an idea of if I can break through it or not. Or sneak through it, I should say. I'm gonna spend an edge on that and reroll. 4 hits in total.
4 hits. Okay. This barrier's rating exceeds your magic stat. You believe that you could erect a barrier like this, but it would be just barely. I think you also identify, so the tradition. It's not a tradition you encounter often. I don't think you can pinpoint specifically, but it's certainly not yours. It's not your classic shaman or hermetic. And it has been made permanent. Someone has invested a little bit of their essence in this to make the spell. So unless it is dispelled or destroyed, it will remain active.
Okay. I roll my magical theory in the idea that I would have been trained to maybe know what kind of tradition this is.
Sure.
It's a pretty low dice pool, but I've just taken a shot.
On good rolls.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Is it close to blood magic or anything necromancy wise?
You can positively rule out blood magic.
Okay.
Blood magic has a couple of distinct features. Not the least of which is a creepy vibe that you're not getting here. That said, there are Aztechnology traditions that don't use blood magic.
That's true.
Not every Aztechnology mage is a blood mage. In fact, it's kind of, depending on how much you believe it, dumb Shadowrunners talk about, the blood mage stuff is you're important. You're a ranking member of the organization. They don't teach the rank and file how to do that because then the rank and file can get more power than they should have. It's just bad management. You read that right next to the head count for how many people it would take to end the world.
Yeah.
Blood magic with maybe 200 sacrifices could just end it.
Okay. Because that's my worries. I'm worrying about blood magic here. Is blood magic?
This is a powerful permanent spell designed to keep astral forms out of this space. and it's not blood magic.
Yeah. My my other suitable knowledge is like Seder Krupp, so.
Yeah, you don't need to roll that here.
Yeah, it's not Seder Krupp, so we're good. It's not blood magic, but I definitely won't be able to get through it. It's stronger than I could probably ever make it.
Oh, hell. All right. I sadly don't exactly have any aquatic drones, and I'm not sure how well my fly spy would fare if I tried to put it in water and have it, try and go up past the water line.
It would die.
It would probably die.
Yeah. All right.
All right then. Want me to check out the other junction further back then? See if you can find anything there.
Sure. Is your fly spy able to go through water?
I don't think it's rated for that sort of thing. I'm pretty sure the electronics would get all gummed up with the moisture and shit and fry.
Damn, so we really have no decent way to look for anything except for me.
The only thing that's a drone that's, sealed and everything like that is basically this big fucking thing. Kind of pats the walls of the land shark.
Okay, well, I'll check out the other area. And
all right. Give me a perception test, and then I think you guys... Yeah, give me a perception test.
Yeah.
And when you get back to the surface, I think you have a call.
2 hits on that one.
1.
All right. This is the ruins of an old city. This is...
I do have area knowledge of Seattle, though.
This technically qualifies as the Orc Underground. I think the parts of the underground that actually get used aren't super near here. There's a couple of areas that are that bear more resemblance to a fictional dungeon than to any metropolis. And I think that as you catch the glimpses of movement and signs of life that certainly isn't metahuman, you're both reminded that the Sixth World has monsters in it.
Oh, shit.
And a subterranean aquatic cave, long abandoned and barely used. Maybe it's time to head back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right, fuck it, I'm putting this thing in reverse. Let's just get topside and we'll figure out that summoning mess.
How exactly do you go in reverse?
What do you mean? I throw it in reverse. Yeah, I can go forward, it can go backwards. What do you mean?
Moving from there with the perfect response. Fuck, that was good. Okay. Yeah. I believe, correct me if anyone else has stuff they want to do, we can get to that as well. Any more scouting, any more searches, but you guys do have a contact if you want to talk to her. Hatter, you received a call and an offer to set up a meet.
Yeah, I told her I'd send her a place where we could meet, but I need to talk with the others first to see who wants to go with me for that.
Who's in? Show of hands.
Yeah, I'm down if I end up not being too busy.
So, just as a reminder, this is the runners from the archaeology that we left live. They got out. with information about Hotwire.
Sure. Threaten to kill them again.
All right. What's the location?
Let's meet in a like.
Can we meet in a stuffer shack?
Do you need a snack? Are you feeling peckish?
No, but it's a very public spot, and
Well, I don't want to talk about like all this in a very public spot. I'm gonna in a semi-public spot, maybe. I was thinking like a parking garage.
you have a white noise machine. Oh, come on, don't go with cliches.
I love the cliches though.
You have a white noise machine,
But
though.
setting up a white noise machine in the middle of a stuffer shack, that's not like
We did it in a bar.
in a dive bar. Bars are where you meet people. You can have private conversations about whatever the fuck you want in a bar. Do you want to meet at a bar?
Sure, let's
I'll
go.
be down a meeting bar.
All right.
You're paying for drinks.
Sure.
I don't know why you're gnashing your teeth about that. I've given you like 300 new yen by now. Actually, no, 600.
It's closer to 1,000, but
Oh, fuck you.
not that anybody's keeping track or anything.
Yeah, shit, all right.
It's actually 1,200, but who's counting?
I have a
And
little,
if the
I have a little
Yeen were-
tally. I have a little tally in my head. It's called the Yeen swear jar.
And if the Yeen were better at math, you wouldn't have this problem.
It's true.
If the Yeen were better at hacking, we wouldn't have this problem.
I can't
right.
win, even in my own team.
So, yeah, give me a name for this bar. And do you guys arrive early or late?
Early, and give me a second on the name. There's a name that I'm trying to remember.
Slutty Siren.
Oh, what about the Rusty Dingo?
No.
So we have the Slutty Siren, which is already well ahead. We're talking the aquatic creature a siren, or I don't know what else that would be actually.
No, it's a literary bar.
The
It is
bloody
called,
barghast.
it's called Catcher in the Rye. RYE.
Ew.
Oh, God.
We could do the bloody barghast as a nod to another.
You
show
let
that we
me
do.
pick the bar. I picked the bar.
Hatter was the one with the contact info.
It's true.
Oh, this
Y'all
smells
can
like...
judge me if you want, but I want my literary bar. I want to drink around books. Thank you very much.
It smells
And this is what
musty
you guys are
tweet
bickering
shit.
about when when the big guy, the bodyguard, and the woman from the club, the arcology, walk up to your table. Hi.
In prep for this meeting, could I have hacked the bar to just have keep eyes on their camera on the outside to make sure that there's not like somebody that came with them that's waiting outside?
You get 30 seconds warning. They showed up in the same car from the first job.
Okay. And there's nobody else like waiting outside for them. Like they don't have support.
There could be a whole SWAT team in that car because it's tinted because everything is in Sixth World.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like it.
Okay.
And Hatsy, did we really have to have the meet up here? It smells like musty tweed jackets and beige.
Beige.
Just because you're not cultured doesn't mean everybody has to stoop to your level.
I am a
So-
pirate. I'm plenty cultured.
Hi.
Excuse you.
You're cultured like BioWare.
Hi,
Anyway.
hello. G'day.
Yeah.
He's probably carrying plenty of cultures.
Yes. Cultured like a petri dish.
So I came here for a meeting.
Yes.
I can come back.
Oh, no. Yeah, you got sit down. The seats are probably warm, strangely
Okay.
enough.
pulls over. Actually, you guys have the corner booth.
Yeah, the seats are nice. It's like almost real leather. It is well worn. There's little candles at the tables. There's a lot of real looking wood.
Well,
So you.
Hi. Yeah.
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. You wanted to share some information with us about a thing.
Yeah.
And I will make sure that my white noise generator is sitting in the middle of the table, set up.
Cool. So first of all, I'm Katie. KD. This is Otto, aka Automatic. Yeah. Thanks for not blasting us.
Yeah, of course. Who
Real
are they again?
professional.
Night's young. Day.
Well,
Cool.
don't mind that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what do you know about the thing you were talking about?
We have a bit. We have some intel we think that could be really useful. I mean, these are the shadows. Nothing's free. But I'm not interested in your wallets.
And what, pray tell, are you interested in? And I would like to remind you that you are only free of the long arm of Knight Errant because of us right now.
Yeah, that goes a fair ways, which is why looks over at Otto and he nods, which is why we're willing to do what you say and work with you if you're going after this thing. We'll tell you what we know, but
You want in.
we want in.
You do know that this doesn't come really with a guaranteed payday in any way.
I do. I mean, it's good to hear you say that, because if you guys were in this for money, I'd be making other plans.
And then I guess question I have, just not to say this is the only question, because the others here might have questions as well. The question I have is, why do you want in?
Because we think this is bad. I mean, Aztechnology doesn't do a lot of stuff that makes the world better, and whatever this is, it sounds big and important to them, so probably pretty bad.
Who told you about the courier?
Somebody I would protect with my life.
Are they Irish? Are they an elf?
That's... No.
Are they lying?
Roll Judge Intentions.
2 hits. Seems to be my standard for today.
You can tell that this person is... They're being a little cagey. They're also outnumbered by professional fighters and trying to make a really precarious deal. If you were in their shoes, you'd be cagey too.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to work with us, you're going to tell us who told you about the courier. I need to make sure our knowledge sources are the same.
They're not, for sure. But so if we're gonna cross that bridge, we're gonna cross that bridge first. And if you don't like what I give you, I walk with my intel. I don't want to. I really don't want to.
I'll look at the rest of the group as like, everybody cool with this? Everybody cool with these people?
Well,
I got one.
I've heard from you, Katie. What about you, big guy?
Otto.
Okay.
Yeah. Katie knows what's up.
Well, she may know what's up, but we don't know what's up. If you're going to work with us, we got to be able to have some trust.
I think I know a way of getting this sorted out. You. Your favorite fish.
Swordfish. Koi.
I think you actually see Vanta like lean back a bit. At that, and he just suddenly looks pissed. I'm like, it's a fucking national treasure, you bitch.
Also,
why fish?
I think Otto looks at Vanta. And Vanta, what's your posture right now?
His posture?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he's perpetually like in a cloak, so he's just leaning back at this point.
Is it favorite fish to eat or favorite fish to look at?
I think Otto is mirroring Vanta a little bit. Like, these are the guys that talk. I'm the one that does stuff.
All right, we got koi, swordfish. What about yours?
There's only two of them.
Oh, okay. the schizophrenic figure in the corner of his vision.
Wait, no. The waitress is like, I had a goldfish when I was a kid. Here's your drinks.
You're my favorite person.
Thanks.
Fish?
For some reason, I get the feeling you don't say that very often. So,
Here's a 500 deer and tip. Don't come back over here.
Thanks. I think I'm gonna go get a different job now. Holy shit.
Do that. Fish? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't.
Swordfish and
Hey,
koi.
I get the concept of an icebreaker.
Yeah, I trust him. And he takes his drink and he knocks it back a little.
I sure as shit don't. We need the same. We need to be on the same place of information. I'm sorry.
Fine. He does icebreakers. Surprisingly good ones. Gives Wawahi a look. I do siege breakers. And by that I mean breaking down whatever defensives you may have in this conversation, because you still seem to think that we need you. I will kill you right now. There is no walking away if I don't like it.
I'm
So just
actually.
say it.
I'm authorized to kill you. So.
Right. Okay. Well,
I don't like killing.
cool.
But
So we won't kill you if they start shooting.
I don't hold the
Hey,
leash.
yeah.
Just to clarify, it's like, hey guys, I don't actually like killing off to the side. Like, I will kill you. I'm not about that.
I ain't about that.
We have like our person in a cloak with like who had rifles and whatnot. We have our big guy, and then we have the mage who goes like, "Yes, you saw me murk a guy, so let's keep going."
All right. Okay.
I'm so happy Hatter is here. I don't like killing.
Can I pitch a solution that doesn't involve murder, or is this the wrong crowd?
The solution is to tell us what you know.
I'd like to do that. Okay. I got my intel from a network of runners and ex-runners. The street term around here, I think, is hooders. Robin Hood types who aren't really in it for themselves. Who, we still steal stuff and kill people and hack and flash and cast and whatever, but the end goal is, it varies from hooder to hooder, but our end goal is keeping the world from getting worse.
You don't punch down.
Yeah, people look around and they think, oh man, rampant gangs and corpse run everything. How could it get worse? Well, a couple of us take that question seriously. And when I hear about something like tech-based mass mind control, that's worse. On a global scale, I think that's worse. So
the events,
I heard about it from them.
The events of Hong Kong, Chicago, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stopping a bug invasion or evil tooth spirit or what have you.
I've done a couple hoods in my day. There. All right. Well, that's my question. Okay.
You didn't give us any information. You didn't give us any information.
No, they
Well,
didn't.
I'm waiting for 2 questions on the list right now. Why are you doing this and what do you know? That was the first one. And you made it pretty clear that my presence here was contingent on that. So are we good there?
No, your presence here was contingent on what do you actually know.
All right. Well, here's what I know. I have a man on the inside. I can get the layout. That's really creepy. That's scary. It's scary when the okay.
Hatter, they have the layout.
Well, I mean, that's more than I have right now.
You have.
They have the layout. Oh, that's good. Yeah, Hatter, that's more than you have right now. If I gave you 2 hours, you'd probably get it.
The facility is sealed.
Is it just? Do you only have the physical? Do you have the physical layout? Do you have the a matrix layout? Do you have an astral layout? Like, what's going on with that, huh?
Yeah,
Okay. Let me be clear. If I tell you the rest of this and you don't bring me in, we'll come after you. And honestly, my guy versus your... Hey, my guy versus your guy, I'm betting on my guy.
Say it again and mean it. Because I'm not the one shaking.
All right. Let's cut it with the piss fighting. All right. Everyone here at this table wants the same fucking thing. All right, and that's to keep Aztec and the technological dicks out of our skulls, out of the skulls of our loved ones, out of the skulls of everyone else out here in this whole goddamn city. All right, can we all agree on that?
And world.
And the world. No dicks in the world.
Oh my god.
No dicks in the world, okay? Not dicking the planet. Hacking the planet's okay, not dicking. All right, can we start there and work up from that?
I need to stop the scene right now. Your accent is going so many places.
I'm trying so hard. It can't be contained.
So
you said skulls and it sounded like scrolls, and I almost cried. I'm like, what just happened? I'm so tired, man.
I'm actually sweating now.
It's the hardest thing.
Oh my god.
It's the hardest
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Stonewalker, I'm saying this in character. Listen. I have outside interest in stopping this project.
Okay.
I have outsiders' interest in stopping this project.
You've got like a backer or something?
Something like
A
that.
pretty big one.
Okay. Are you stealing it for them?
No.
Don't think I am.
Okay.
I'm gonna judge intentions on that.
Oh.
Okay.
So yeah.
I might need the ST. I might need you to tell me if I'm actually lying or
Roll
not. Like
charisma plus.
I know. You only got one die or one hit on that.
Plus con or negotiation, and don't tell us which. Whichever you think it is.
What is it? Charisma and intuition?
Charisma and intuition.
To judge intentions. Yeah.
And then DM me whichever one you think it is.
And I'm not using my edge on that because I may save my edge for important things.
Do I get my +2 dad die? You gave it to me last time on some serious bullshit.
This is a complicated one, so I'm gonna say no.
You got it.
Yeah, okay.
Good lord, I've genuinely only been getting 2 hits today.
Cool. In that case, Hatter, this seems pretty legit. Vanta, you think that Stone has complicated feelings about this operation.
Man, I'm good at this. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So, thank you, Fish Guy, for calming that down. Because like I say, I want to help you guys. I want this off the market. I want it not to happen.
I'll cover it. Vanta, I'd say. And I honestly don't know if given 2 hours I could get the layout of this place right now. It's not on a grid. I won't be able to touch it electronically until we are in the facility. It's air
What do you think I'm here for?
Can you carry Hatter in stealthily?
I mean, I'm stealthier than
Me.
you two. I look at Stonewalker and Wawahi. I'm not worried about getting in. I'm just saying I don't have a way to protect our entrance and egress like I did at the arcology.
Their internal security system isn't accessible from any point that's not monitored by personal security.
Makes sense.
You want their security grid, you got to get past some people. And I mean, like, take them down, not just walk past them. You'll be standing next to them, taking apart a device.
Yes, this is a black site.
Yeah, that's fine. That's doable. Is
Yeah.
this layout that you have, as I said, is this meat space? Is this matrix? Is this
Meat and Matrix. My guy's not magical.
All right, well, it's still 2 out of 3. It's pretty good.
Yeah. So do we have a deal?
Well, I'm on board, honestly. Having an extra crew to take down a black site like this, I like the odds of that.
How much crew do you think we need to take down this whole building?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
I think
Building and black site, I want it gone.
you want to. You want to blow up the Museum of Technology?
That's not good. I don't want to do that.
That won't necessarily solve our problem. In fact, let me say emphatically right now, that doesn't solve the problem. It solves half the problem.
We have to get rid of the developmental technology that they have, and we have to erase their servers.
Yeah, they have something else.
That's all underground.
All right, I'm gonna need a yay or a nay.
Well, I'm going to put forward my yay. I'm on board.
Appreciate you, fish guy.
Gonna look at Vanta.
Just to be clear to the two of you, Hatter hired us. No, he's not even looking at them. That is the last. I don't think he's been clear. He doesn't give a shit about the two of them. He will freely murder them. He's looking at a Stonewalker and Wawahi. Hatter hired us. Their decision.
All right.
Let's see. What say you then?
So this is under a couple of conditions. One, you follow my word. When I say that we have to hit a certain spot or we have to move, you do it.
Gotcha.
And I don't know your matrix strength. I don't know how well protected you are. I'm going to need you to be on my network.
Deal.
All right,
okay.
Sit down.
Right on. Yeah. So, in addition to our intel, I'll just tell you guys, I am Mrs. Johnson. I don't know if you figured that out. Part of my skill set is I can sculpt myself. I can change my hair, my skin, my look, gender. Takes me about 10 minutes, but I can turn into a different person. So if we need to replicate somebody, I can do that. And you know what he's good for. The facility is 3 stories underground. The top 2 stories are sort of together because the highest is basically management offices around the edge of a catwalk that overlooks a sunken research floor where all of the actual stuff takes place. The middle of it is a security tower where their head of security and a couple of on-staff personnel keep an eye on everything. There's also a vault in that tower where they keep a thing. It's a box. It's about yay big, handleable, and it's integral to the project. My contact wouldn't go into detail, but we have to take it.
What's the 3rd floor?
3rd floor is the things you need to make a building run. The whole thing is independent, off-grid. So it's got its own sewer, it's got its own power. It's all built in. It's also how they get supplies and resources. We're not exactly sure how they get them, but we think it's the coming in by boat.
Yeah. Checks out.
Yeah, so it's also living quarters for most of the science staff.
We know how to access that.
Oh. Awesome. Yeah.
Maybe you could point out first, though, and he'll kind of link up over ImageLink and see if he can give him a broadcast of the smuggler route that he managed to chart, as well as some of the portion that he wasn't able to quite actually reach. Do you think you could point us out on this thing here and tell us where the entrance to the black site might be through this particular route.
Well, it looks like it's the one you found.
It's the ramp?
It's the ramp, yeah.
Oh, okay, absolutely. It's a very good thing we did not go up that ramp then. Oh shit, alright. So we already found it then. Problem is that place, at least that particular area is staffed with 3 people at, well, I'm assuming at any given time.
That makes sense. Matrix-wise, I know the whole place is hardwired. Their security system is all connected, like, manually, basically. The research stations are not. They are all independent operating positions. And they back up in the manager's, the project lead's office. So, like, every day, everybody takes what they did today and moves it up to the boss's office and then goes to bed. First being top. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Most of the locks are state of the art. Keypads. I think you need a voice modulated entry to get into the security room. So obviously if you're in the security room and you're the only one there, you've got it, right? Nobody's calling out since they don't want the facility, they don't want anyone to know the facility exists. The security staff on hand is basically all we'd have to deal with. I don't know if you guys are thinking loud or quiet. We're open to either.
Honestly, I'd prefer quiet if you can really help it.
Does your guy know when they receive supplies?
He knows it's not consistent. Probably an intentional move.
Yes. So my initial thought is if there's supplies coming in soon, we hit the supply vehicle before it gets into the tunnels. We take it over. You become the lead on that supply vehicle. You mimic them. And then we walk in past security and take out security at the dock from surprise. From that point, we are then inside, reach the air gap. I get into the matrix. We move in to the 3rd floor. We take out their power, the auxiliary power, or the initial power. Then move to auxiliary, which should open up some of the doors, make some of the things easier to deal with, take off some of their security issues, because not all of those can be on backup. And
put them in the dark, which we're ready for, yes. And they're not.
Yes. And then we move from 3rd floor up to the research floor. At this point, 2 people would move to take the tower, get whatever's out of the vault. The other 2 would then move up to management and get whatever's in the lead's office, the compiled research. And then we exfil the same way out of the bottom. Is my initial thought.
Comprehensive. Yeah. Make a judge intentions test real quick.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. Three hits.
Cool. There's something she wants to mention, but isn't sure she should.
If you have thoughts, put them out there. Any of you. I'm not the end all be all on this. I don't. I know what I know, but you all have your specialties, and
okay. Part of our arrangement was our inside man. He wants to not be an inside man anymore. He works near the manager's office, so picking him up shouldn't be too big a deal.
What is his job there?
He's been pretty cagey for fear of being revealed, but given that he knew the details of Matrix security and not magical security, I'm guessing he's Matrix guy. He's a Matrix guy. Or part of the security team. So
He doesn't want to be an inside guy. He doesn't want to work for the company anymore. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. He wants to be removed as well.
yeah, he wants out.
That shouldn't. Well, that's an extra complication, but it's not.
It's done.
It's not a hard complication.
Yeah, nah.
Okay.
It's easy on my end. Don't worry about it.
But this mile plan depends on there being a delivery soon, because they go live soon.
Well, I think we might be able to bullshit that because they don't communicate with the outside world except by courier. And not to toot my own horn, there's only been one courier since Miguel, and we grabbed him. So they don't know when their next supply shipment is coming in. Meaning if we show up and say, hey, it's us, they can't prove that we're lying. And we only need to get 30 feet in the door, right?
True.
Yeah, the only
Do you have any
barrier
documents
stopping
from
us
them?
is Astral.
They didn't send anything critical, probably because of the Miguel thing. It was basically a shopping list, which we can either fill or make it look like we filled.
Okay,
I need.
It's doable.
Yes, I just need. I need to reach out to some folks. I need a copy of Aztechnology security badges, essentially. Something that I can create copies of.
So we look like staff?
Yes. I can. I'm a fairly competent forger, so.
Well, I think the other thing to consider is if the black site badges are going to be the same as their public-facing badges.
He's not wrong.
These aren't. We're just there for delivery. We're not black site staff.
That is true, actually. It's a good point. Well, I mean, shit, there's a lot of fucking dumb people in the Matrix that, get a new job and they're like, oh, hi, you got a new job, and they'll wave their badges around.
I know who to ask. It may cost me a little bit, but I can make it work.
Yeah, we can look into that too.
All right. One question I have is, how exactly do they take their deliveries? Do they use the smuggling route that we found, or do they usually do ground delivery?
No, they, as far as my guy has said, they're not allowed to access the museum for the most part, or at all.
That corresponds with the information we have.
Yeah.
Then in that case, do they have a specific vehicle model that they use, or is it purely interchangeable based on what they have?
Your guess is as good as mine. We didn't even know what route they were using, or for sure that they were coming in underwater until you guys said so.
Oh shit, I mean, it might not matter that much if they're doing submersible anyways.
The land shark is gonna stand out.
I can probably do something to make it less garish on that end. It'll take me a hot minute, but
It's gonna take me a minute to forge. Anyways, just give her a good paint job.
Yeah, it's a plan.
Okay.
All right. DM, can you remind me when the exchange program that they are offering goes live?
The live launch is. Let the dice decide. Tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
Oh,
we have today, the rest of today.
Let's say I rolled a 1 on a d6, and that was going to be how many days it is. So you guys have
2 days?
24 and a half hours.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
You rolled a 6.
What?
You got 1 hit. You rolled a 6.
I'm an idiot. You have about a week.
Okay.
Which isn't nearly as fun or intense, but
No, make it 24
6
hours.
days.
I like the crunch.
Sorry to ruin your fun.
Well, they wouldn't. They just announced it, so that they probably wouldn't announce it with such a short lead up because they actually want people to do it.
2 or 3 days.
unless they got some intel that somebody was onto them and they're accelerating the program.
It's also true.
No, we're going with it. You guys have 24 hours.
All right.
Don't post the point.
I thought it would be a good idea, and then I realized this was better.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to change.
You are.
1d6 divided by 2.
All right. Hatsy. I'll just come on, remember this. I'll actually have chameleon coding on my vehicle. So if you're able to pull down any programming for the matrix paint jobs for their vehicles, I can get that uploaded onto
You
the
should be able to find
launcher.
that on the open matrix.
Also, straight up, it might be better to just run chameleon because we weren't able to detect their transports, so they're probably submarines with chameleon coding.
Yeah, just run it in stealth mode.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
And then they can't really see what the land shark looks like anyways, so
What would a
that's better.
What would a distraction topside look like? Would that benefit us?
I
They
don't
can't
know.
communicate with the outside.
I think it'd be more trouble than it's worth.
I mean, it depends on.
Stone, if you really just want to destroy a museum, by all means, but it's not the goal.
It's not. That's not the point of this question, but my mind is still there.
From where I'm sitting, upside their security would be looking at the other end of their facility because it is accessible through the museum. Downside, Knight Errant would have a high threat response team upstairs. So if we got really loud downstairs, they could find a way in, and then we've got 8 extra street samurai with assault rifles and full body armor.
So a distraction topside wouldn't hurt us. Might actually
Potentially.
might benefit us if shit goes wrong.
It would heighten the situation in my semi-professional. It would increase our chance of getting away with stealth a little bit and increase the consequences of not getting away with it. So I'll kind of leave that to you guys, I think. Okay. Well, hey.
Let's get whatever gear you need together. I will reach out to you all with a time frame once I have the documents I need and when we are going live. So you have approximately 16 hours until we launch.
Copy that.
get your shit together. Do whatever last minute prep you need.
They stand up. Glad we could. Thanks, I guess. Yeah.
Don't thank me yet.
Fair. And they head out. With the expenditure of a couple hundred new yen, Hatter gets a hold of a decent version of an Aztechnology ID card. Go ahead and give me a forgery check.
So let me check my...
The more successful you are, the more you can make.
Yes. Where's my dice rules?
Actually, I guess that's a question for you. Do you want more, or do you want one that's really good?
Let me try to make one that's really good and see how long that takes me, and then go from there.
Well, I'm saying that it's a trade-off. Because if you spend 18 hours on one ID, it might be perfect, but that's how much, then you'll have a perfect.
No, I want to get a couple of IDs.
Okay.
Just so that we don't have too many questions, like for the multiple people coming in. All right. So I have forgery, logic, and my forgery shop. Okay. Do I get any bonuses from having a copy of the thing there?
I'll give you a +2 circumstance. Yeah.
Cool. And then I will use an edge to make sure these are awesome.
Cool.
So 8 hits.
8 is pretty good. You work through the night. You know, you get your requisite 2 hours of sleep at some point. But you manage to create 8. 8's good. You create 3 IDs that would pass visual and scan. Probably if they were hooked up to a larger system, it would flag them as wrong. But yeah, sounds like you're not going to have that problem. Isolated facilities are great if you want to go undetected. They have drawbacks.
Yep. I sent you a message as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else who has prep?
Are we going to... Okay, I need us to make a decision of whether we want a distraction topside or not.
Tentatively, yes. Maybe for our escape in particular.
I could give that direction. Okay. I'm gonna call Will.
All right. Stone.
Hey. We're hitting the Museum of Technology tonight. They have a base underneath.
Good.
I need you to get whoever you can to cause a big distraction as we extract. So they're going to have to wait on my command.
And how will you give this command?
Do we have Matrix underneath?
No.
Out of character?
Probably not.
I don't know, but I could maybe possibly give it time to start.
That's hardly reliable.
It's three stories underground, so unfortunately
You're going to establish a mine net, right?
I could. Well, no, I can't. There's a mana barrier in the way.
Mm-hmm. Well, that can work on its own. We can have someone watch the mana barrier, and when it goes down, we know.
All right, do that then.
If you're made, you'll need to bring it down anyway, right?
It's true. If we're made,
Right.
I have a backup idea.
Do you know what you're doing with the catch afterwards?
Yeah. I am gonna roll on. So I'm gonna lie partially.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, I think I am bringing it to you with 6 hits.
6 hits. Well, let's see if a spy master is good at telling when people are lying. He gets 6 hits.
Sounds a little shaky.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm concerned. Destroying something like that makes a lot of sense, but what can be made once can be made again. Knowing how it works and how to protect yourself, that's a different thing. We didn't uninvent bullets, we just made better armor. So I think smashing a thing like that would be a real mistake. Glad you've got your head on straight, boy.
Yeah.
I'll get
like
some
this
people
guy.
together.
I'll try to make sure that my people don't destroy it.
Right. Runners can be unpredictable. True.
For better or for worse.
Aye. Need anything else?
No, get them ready in the area around, and then I'll give whatever time we're like going in.
All right.
Stonewalker would know, I just don't right now, so.
You want another foci?
Would I be able to bind myself to it within this small amount of time?
I'd allow it. I believe it's a day per force, so you want to get a rating 1 power foci?
Oh shit, I mean that would boost me just that one little bit. No, I can't for now.
All right. Good luck.
Then very unceremonious. You know what I mean. Just hang up the phone.
All right. You have an escape diversion planned. You have fake IDs. You got a timetable that's getting smaller.
Okay. I have all the things I need.
Cool. Yeah, you guys head down to the edge of the river. Do you call your friends?
Yep.
All right. Katie and Otto meet you there. Is anyone else making any calls, making any moves?
Any other preparations you'll need?
Or goodbyes?
Oh, that I was going to do that. I do set up my dead drop. If I don't queue in 12 hours.
All right.
It goes to DC. Goes to Felix. It goes to Shadowlands. And
Goes wide.
yeah. And then separately, another version of it will go to news outlets.
All right.
What time of day are we hitting this place? Are we hitting it at night or are we hitting it at day? For a Hatter. Asking a Hatter here.
I don't know. Probably night.
The big unveiling is at midnight,
Okay.
or the beginning of the project deployment.
Let's go in the afternoon before that then.
All right.
Before sundown or after sundown?
Before sundown.
Okay. After I start to see the sunrise, I'm going to summon an Earth Spirit and then also make it a Great Form Spirit. So I need to make 3 rolls, or 4 actually.
Okay.
I am going to. Yeah. Okay. I am going to summon a Earth Spirit. And it's going to be Force 6 for your dice roll.
All right. The spirit, perhaps sensing your apprehension, isn't interested in joining you right now.
Okay, fine. That's fine. It's less
Wanna try
services. but I
again?
can still. No. The other spirit has less services, but I'm still able to do it anyway. I just wanted to try and get a fresh amount.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. So I guess I am boosting into a very happy amount. I'm taking my already bound Earth Spirit and turning it into a great form with 5 hits. Table says I get the great form power at 4 hits, and I have 5.
Yep.
So my Earth Spirit is now able to do Quake.
All right. You meditate, and over the course of a couple of hours and the expenditure of some magical reagents like burning sage, and you take the energies of your spirit and find like tectonic ley lines basically and connect them so that when the time is right, your spirit has the ability to take that ley line and shake it and move the earth on a scale beyond most mortals. Then you take a big chunk of drain.
I'm gonna spend an edge and re-roll that.
Cool.
Still take a solid amount of drain though. That's okay.
All right. Last chance. All right. You pull up to the edge of the water. Katie and Otto board the van. This is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's my own pride and joy. You know, he just kind of stretches his back out and gives the walls a loving pat. Call it the land shark.
Nice.
That's his bed, that's my bed, and that's Cora.
Say hello, Cora.
Hello. Do you need anything? I'm good. Okay. We have guests. What should I do?
Maybe make some more of that pizza. Yeah. You guys hungry at all?
I could eat.
Yeah. The signature pizza then.
On it. All right. And you guys descend back into the bay. The steel door looms before you. Who's going to get out and press a button?
Well, I guess that'll be Wawahi since he's got the cyber gills.
Once we're all in the van, I distribute the documents to everybody.
I believe on 8 hits you got 3 solid fakes.
Okay. So who wants to go in and to take out the initial security?
I mean, I'm a great liar, not as good a fighter. You got some.
I mean, it really depends on how dead you want them and how quickly you want them dead, and how loud we want to be
I'm
about
gonna say
it.
not the hyena guy. No offense.
Yeah. Well, you stay in, and once we have the initial security down, you come in the links.
Sounds good.
If I do magic, they'll know I'm here.
Yeah. All right. Looks like it's me and you two. Again, Otto and KD.
Okay.
You know the
Pizza is
story.
delicious.
Finally, someone of excellent culture.
Wawahi, go ahead and make me a driving roll and a stealth check.
Okay.
And add the rating of your rig to that stealth check as you try and move through this tunnel undetected.
Okay. So this is gonna be with aquatics, right? The watercraft skills.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. 10 for that one. And then you want me to do a separate stealth roll? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 hits on that first one there. And for stealth. Gosh darn it, where is it? Would it be sneaking in this case?
You are in your vehicle. Is your stealth really bad? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I don't have any sneaking.
Okay.
But I do have a quality that gives me 2 extra to stealth movements with my vehicle.
All right.
So go ahead and actually.
In the words of Han Solo, fly casual.
Exactly. So I'll go ahead and add.
In that case,
Ooh. That's an extra hit for a total of 4.
cool. You Keep it chill. Medium pace. Gears on. You'll bring the lights up when you're close, because you're not trying to sneak up on these guys. It's okay if you're here. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
It's all copacetic.
Totally.
All right. You guys approach the mana barrier. Those of you with magical abilities need to basically shut them off for a second. Or attempt to slip through the barrier. I think, Vanta, you can turn off your stuff temporarily.
Well, there's nothing about him that's inherently magical.
That's right.
Everything about me is just circumstantial.
Perfect. Stonewalker, I believe, is sustaining a spell, which you'll have to either sneak through the barrier or drop and recast.
Are you talking about increased reflexes?
Yeah.
I'll drop it. I mean, and recast it. Right, like,
Well, you knew about the barrier. Would you have cast it before you got through the barrier? Before you came to the barrier?
I would not have.
Cool. All right. You guys slip through the barrier. Wawahi, make me a perception test.
All right. We'll go ahead and do that. Rolling 7 dice. 4 hits.
Cool. As you get closer and look up, you see 2 individuals. As you get closer to the surface, they resolve into like armored figures with rifles. You're not sure who the third was the first time, but they don't appear to be here right now.
All right, lads and lasses, let's get it nice and chilly here, or casual
You
like.
stay in the cockpit. The only the 3 of us that are going in need to be visible right now.
All right, 2 armed guards outside, so just be aware of that.
Right. Look to Katie. Say,
Here goes
Time to go.
nothing. As you surface, you see them. The guards seem to note you. One raises a hand, and a moment later, a guy in a blue jumpsuit comes out and walks down towards the sort of parking area. You're in a vaulted room, maybe, I'm bad with distances, 30 feet high. Sort of sloped ceiling. Concrete all the way around. There's some shelves on the wall in front of you to the right, storing necessities, like several pallets of food and toiletries. And to the left on that same wall is a ramp up to like a standing area where the 2 guards are and the door. And this guy is coming down.
and we'll open the gangplank door, and then Katie lead, and me and Otto will follow up behind.
All right.
I'll be carrying like a crate of like stuff with the Aztec label on it for it.
Yeah, they've brought. There's a crate of toiletries. That was like their top request, is like, hey, this is the thing we're gonna run out of, and we really don't want to. All right.
My crate has some toiletries, but it's like some nicer food products, and I slipped in like a couple of like adult magazines as like somebody's private request.
Cool. All right. Yeah, you guys come down. She's like, hey, sorry we're late. Things are getting complicated out there with the rollout. It's like, no. We weren't sure when to expect you. So glad you're here. Oh, let me take that. Let me take that right now. Is this? Oh, yep. Okay, that's for me. Thank you. How did you? I mean, do we have pallets or is it all in boxes?
Oh, we got a couple more boxes inside. One's a more heavy pallet if one of you guys wants to come in and help out.
Yeah, I'll get a couple extra guys to help with the boxes. And we'll bring the forklift around. If you want to back it up to the shelves over there, we can bring in the forklift.
It's nothing big. We don't need anybody extra. It's just like one of you guys can help.
It's a pallet, right?
Well, it's a bigger box, heavier box.
Okay. Yeah, let me grab the rest of the guys. And he starts heading back towards the door.
No, I'm trying to convince him that I just need his help.
Yeah, I hear that. Go ahead and roll deception or charisma plus con.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Do I have anything from my disguise and things that are aiding me at all?
Your disguise has put you in this situation.
Okay.
I think you would sense that him going and getting a bunch more people is SOP. So you're asking him to change the way this usually works.
I'll go with 3 hits on con.
All right. Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Cool. And then I ping, like mentally Wawahi, say, get ready, we're bringing somebody in. Let's take him out quiet.
All right, here, I can body him. No problem.
All right. Make one more roll real quick. Cool. All right.
So you get that as well, Vanta, if you just want to be like posted up with your silenced weapons inside as we bring this guy inside the land shark.
No, he heard you.
All right.
You hear, yeah, man, I really appreciate you guys bringing this stuff. Say, what outfit are you from? And then he walks in and sees everybody else in here. Everybody may now make an attack if they wish.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Here.
While we're here, are you doing melee or ranged?
I'm doing melee.
I'm assuming Vanta's doing melee.
Why would you assume that?
I'm not melee.
Never done melee.
What did we just talk about?
The other thing, the long range thing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's called melee.
Yeah, it's called melee.
Okay, so that's gonna be 5 hits on unarmed.
Did you not hear about my extendo arms?
Yeah, they're just shooting.
Excellent.
That's 5 hits on 2 shots from my pistol.
I'll be using my fangs for this one.
2 hits with a sword.
And
Cool.
I will, since I'm coming up behind him as he's letting him head in there, I'm gonna shoot him in the back with my silenced pistol as well, just to help out.
Okay. So I know you're using non-lethal rounds, Hatter.
Yeah.
Vanta. Normal bullets or rubber bullets?
Oh, he has no reason to keep him alive.
Cool. And then while he said fangs
Yep.
and a sword. All right. So this guy walks on board. He says, cannot thank you enough. Takes a gel round to the back of the head. 2
6
right into
4
the
on
chest.
both my hits.
Yeah. Yeah, the gel rounds probably would have knocked him over, maybe out, but 2 more plus getting grabbed and then stabbed and then mauled. It's hard to know exactly when he stopped, but he has.
And after I put my 2 shots, I'm just turning around to kind of block the look in there and see how KD and Otto are doing with the other guy as I move to support them.
They're headed towards the door.
With the other guy?
So only one guy came over to talk to you. There's 2 security guys by the door still.
Okay.
This was a third individual, not armored, not part of security.
Yeah. I will grab a crate and start walking back and close it, and just be like, yeah, I'll be back to help you with that in a second, as I say over my shoulder and walk up to security with them. With Otto, right. Or following up Pian, Otto, and Katie.
Cool. In that case, go ahead and roll an attack on them. And I'm going to roll to see if they detect it before it happens.
On the security up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to... My plan was to set the thing down, and once we're up there, to kind of just surprise those 2 up there.
Yeah, they're rolling to see if they're surprised.
A ping to the van to let them know that we're taking out security at the door as well.
All right.
All right, 2 more shots. 7 on the first shot and 3 on the second shot.
Okay. You put down the crate, stand up. You see the guy nods at you, and you pop him twice. Your damage, he did not succeed on his surprise check, so he is taking full damage with all those extra hits. Mm-hmm. He's also wearing body armor.
Okay. If he's not dodging on the first hit, that is 17 stun.
Cool. Let's see. Damn. He only soaks 5. 12 is enough to knock him out.
Cool. And then the second shot would just be then go to the second guy.
Cool. He is going to dodge.
Okay. But then Katie and Otto are there also to help.
Yeah. He's going to roll dodge. 5 hits. He dodges your first attack.
Okay.
Otto. Cool. Math. Yeah, Otto pulls out his own, pulls out an SMG and extends it and just lays into this guy silently. Well, mostly silently. It's still a gun. And for her part, KD KD reaches out and slaps him in the chest, and he's knocked back 2 feet into the wall. I'm gonna roll his soak on that. And let's do this. Still not enough. With a post-edge roll, still not quite enough. The guards are down.
Cool.
Yep.
Then I will send a message. Let's move in to the van, to the people in the van. And I'm going to, in this little secure is it like a little security booth at the top of the ramp here?
Not so much a booth as a door, big steel door with a key code on it.
Okay. All right. Hey, Vanta, can you help me get this keypad open so I can connect to their system?
Bear it out.
All right. Vanta, you join Hatter and the other two by this door. At this point, who is going out and what are you taking with you? Let's get everybody on the field here.
I'm going out with myself.
Cool. And are we sending the big honkin' drone?
Yeah, we should probably bring the steel links, and then Wawahi can stay in the like physically, like body inside the land shark.
Yep, that's the plan.
And I am probably just as soon as I can connect to the matrix, I'm probably gonna slump over here and be in the matrix while you guys move in the meat.
Does your roto drone? You have a roto drone, right?
Yes, but I also have the steel links, which I think might help a bit more here.
No, I'm saying we have something to guard Hatter's body, and we have the steel links come with the rest of us.
Yeah. I mean, is Hatter right? How's he going with you? Okay. Yeah, I can.
Well, Hatter's going to be staying at this door once we get this lock open, so that I can just plug in through the lock and be into their system. I'm going to be leaned up against the wall.
I do have programming on it, so I could set it to guard you.
Yeah, whatever its pilot rating is, it's like AI in it.
Yeah. Can do.
All right. Yeah. So it begins. Vanta, go ahead and give me a lockpicking or hardware roll to crack this thing open.
So I have to scroll all the way up to where the fucking exploding text is again.
Mm-hmm.
God, whatever.
All right, 5. Is enough. You get it into the panel, pull it off, stop the alarm from triggering, as it is wont to do when the panel is removed. And if you want, you can open the door.
Well,
no.
Once the panel is removed, I can plug into the port there. So I'm going to do that.
Open the door.
Yep, let me get in and get into their security system first. So give me a second. Lean up against the wall, try to get a little bit comfortable. Close my eyes and go into hot sim.
All right. Yeah, you connect to the device. Go ahead and make a hack on the fly to gain access to it.
Okay. I got a lot of dice right now. I have to roll 2 extra dice. I'm over 20, so 7 and then 2 more. So 8 hits.
Good grief. Yeah. You get a mark on the system.
And then feeling like the system is not too difficult, I'm gonna take a -5 on my second one to try to get the last 2 marks on.
Cool.
So 17.
Yes. This is a high quality device, but it is not a cyber deck.
Yeah. And so 6 hits to get 2 more marks.
You gain 2 more marks. You have control of the security system.
Cool. I'll unlock the door, but I'm also going to try to jump from this door into the host and see what kind of how the system itself actually is, and get eyes on the cameras and all that.
Okay. First, roll to remain hidden on the matrix.
Okay. Trying to remember. Always forget what this one is. Sorry. It's not hide. It is perception. That's my logic and sleaze. Now, sleaze right now is hot sim is actual 5.
Okay.
Am I the defender in this? Well, yes, I am the defender in this case. Oh. Rude.
You post edged, right?
I did not use edge. Can I still use edge?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm rerolling 16 dice. So 11.
All right. You get 1 net hit. Or so you think.
Yeah, I'm against the spider. I'm not against just the system.
Let's move into, we're not strictly in initiative, but we will be acting in initiative order.
Okay. Or matrix initiative.
Your matrix initiative was 31.
33 now.
33. What would you like to do?
So I'm not seen. I want to, as far as I know, I'm not seeing ice checking me out.
Correct. Nothing is currently coming after you.
I want to try to get marks on the central host. Because if I can get marks on the central host, then it gives me marks on everything else.
So you have marks on devices connected to the host, therefore you have marks on the host.
Okay, so I have full access to the host right now?
You have access to their security host, yes.
Okay.
You want to come back to you?
Yeah, can I boot other users?
I do not believe so, no.
Okay.
You could do a perception to try and figure out who the other users are.
Yeah, let's do that first.
Okay. Roll matrix perception. That will be your action for this turn, though.
Yeah.
Cool.
Uh, 3 hits for matrix perception.
Okay. There are currently 2 jacked in users who are observing cameras.
Okay.
All right. Wawahi.
Yeah.
The steel lynx walks out into the cargo area, heads up towards this door, on the other side of which is who knows what.
Yeah. I think for now he's going to have it follow along with the others. He doesn't want to go ahead right away for the moment.
Right. Stonewalker, any specific preparations you're making?
No, I mean, Spirit's there, kind of outside the mana barrier. Still following my command, though. Yeah, I'll ask Stag to endow me with some armor for now. Is he able to get through the mana barrier?
He's a magical creature who can't stop being a magical creature. He can attempt to sneak through. And he's
true.
He wants to. Master, I could definitely get through here. Do you want my support?
Yeah. What does he need to roll?
You will be rolling force plus charisma, which I believe is also his force, so force times 2.
Okay, so he's rolling 12 dice. He may or may not use his edge on this, and he will use his edge on this.
For a total of 3?
Yeah. Don't even think that's enough net hits to get through.
So it didn't quite work, but I think I can still manage it. Give me a little time.
Keep trying.
Certainly, yes. Vanta.
Well, he can't.
Yeah, you're at the door.
Pretty much just waiting for the door to open now.
Guns out, ready. Low crouch.
No, he won't have his guns out until he needs it.
All right. KD is standing off to the side a little bit, just kind of letting you guys do your thing. And Otto has gone back to the van and swapped out the little SMG he used for a silent rifle. Like a big assault rifle type thing. All right. Hatter.
Okay. So I see the 2 other users. I am going to try to erase their marks on the host.
Okay, they don't specifically have marks. They have authorization. They are co-owners of the device, which is a thing an AI can reverse, but not any other human.
Okay, never mind that. I'm just going to try to stay hidden and see what's on the cameras. And start giving that information through the network to my allies, so that they know what they're coming up against as they move in through the doors and head towards taking out the central power.
All right, roll a perception test.
Okay. 4 hits.
Okay. I think the first thing you notice is your team seen from the top corner of the room that they're in.
Yeah.
No alarms have gone off, so it seems like you've noticed it before the on-site personnel have.
And I edit that feed
Go ahead and roll that.
All right. File, computer, logic. Okay.
That'll get you a 60-second loop.
Yep. 7 hits.
Cool. All quiet on the western front.
Cool. And I will send a message, be like, all right, y'all are invisible for the moment. Go ahead and move in. I didn't see any immediate threats on the other side of the door.
Yeah, the other side of the door is a hallway leading in. Looks like there's other rooms here. There's not like a map that tells you this root camera is here in this room, this camera's here in this room.
No. But I'm going to, can I try to intuit like the pattern that they have like their cameras labeled as?
Roll navigation.
Okay. Could I use matrix security trends?
I'm gonna shoot that one down.
Okay.
Do you not have points in navigation?
Not navigation specifically. I have like, yeah, because navigation is usually for like physically navigating a space, but I'm just trying to figure out how their like their labeling system works, essentially.
They do have them numbered. They do have them numbered. Figuring out where those numbers are in physical space is an understanding of how physical space relates to itself and each other.
Okay. Then I will default on that. So that is -1 on my logic. But
good.
I do have another bonus to that at the moment. So that is still going to be this because of benefit from something else.
4 hits.
So 4 hits.
All right. Beep, boop, beep. I think you can let your team know that they're entering a
long hallway.
Long hallway, sort of the back end of the facility.
Okay. I'll relay that, and then on my next pass, I will try to edit the footage in that hallway as well to give them another loop.
All right. Do you open the door?
Yeah.
The door unlocks. What is the marching order for this infiltration team?
Probably Otto in the front as the tankiest boy.
Yeah.
Make the new guy go first.
I'll have the Lynx
Sam
flank him, just so that if it has to shoot anything, the rest of the party doesn't get mowed down.
Okay, so Lynx and Otto in front.
Cool.
That you can see.
Middle?
All right. And Vanta can sort of appear wherever he needs to be in a room. Right?
I mean, it's like...
You activate stealth cloak and move in behind them.
He probably went first.
And then take off in front.
Not take off, like he's nearby. He's just...
Yeah. Moving ahead invisibly.
Yeah, he's letting the big tanky guy be obviously big and tanky while he's also in the area.
Legit.
Yeah, I mean... Oh, look, there's a target.
I'm hiding behind big tanky guy and steal Lynx.
All right. Yeah, you guys move in. Long hallway, doorways to both sides. I think a glance around. Trying to sit specifically. Technically, it is Wawahi's action next.
Oh, before we do anything, are there air vents?
Air vents?
Yeah. Never mind.
Subterranean facility there would have to be.
Yeah. Are they sizable, though, is my question. But that can wait.
It needs a pretty hefty HVAC system.
Human-sized. Or meta-human-sized.
We will definitely...
Wawahi. No, okay.
I can try.
No. Hard no.
I can't get out. Shame. We can go.
Well, run's done.
Yeah. Well,
Help me,
All
step
right.
run group. I'm stuck. Yeah.
Steel links moving up on
He'll-
point. Doors to either side. I think right away you see like, oh, yeah, we're in the underbelly of this place. You can probably hear machines whirring off to your right in a couple of these rooms.
We're looking for the vault right now, right?
That is a good question that you can ask. Does anyone answer? In character.
Right now, you guys are moving on the third floor towards the centralized power room to take out central power.
All right.
And then
that
moving
was a
up
free
to
actions
this.
worth of speech.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. In that case, can the steel links pick up on any markings around leading up towards the power room?
Well, there's a big lightning symbol on the door to your left.
Oh, excellent. Well, let's just go through there then.
Cool. Steel Link don't have hands, but it is pretty big. You want to just knock the door down?
I mean, can I like get up and like, is it like a traditional like door handle kind of thing? Or is it like a push bar?
It's a handle.
Okay, yeah, he'll get up and like try and like paw the handle. Will I just kind of like
roll
shouldering
Pilot
it?
Walker.
Oh god.
We have 4 people who have hands who could very easily just open this door.
Listen, he's very skilled at this, I think. Wait, do I even have Pilot Walker? Oh no. Okay, nobody panic. Nobody panic. This fuck. Ooh. Yeah, it's fine. It's just a
or the listening or viewing audience. We're 9 sessions in, and he's trying to figure out if his mech can open the door. Just want to point that out.
The answer is no.
no.
I'm just gonna do that for now.
Listen.
Yeah.
If you have a Drax in your party, sometimes these things happen.
No. I'm so
But
happy
this
it's
is
happening now.
Okay.
The 4 people in this area, the 4 people with the drone, we're just watching the drone try to open the door and fail.
Next in
like,
the initiative is
headbutting
Stonewalker.
Headbutting is like, no, hang on. I got this. I just
Next in the initiative is Stonewalker.
I'm just gonna take one finger, press down on the handle, and then push the door.
All right. The
And
drone falls forward into this room.
I'm gonna pat the drone.
Oh, don't you fucking pat me. I don't even know if I can
You
bite you in
see-
this thing.
You see a big old rotating turbine generator. Almost the size of like a school bus.
Okay.
How would you like to approach it?
That's no bigger than a wall.
Magic, physical beings. What do we want to do here?
Well, it's your turn. I think. Do you have any mechanical or industrial engineering knowledge skill, or not knowledge, but skills?
Hell no.
I
Cool.
can handle it if you give me a
Electricity.
second.
Yeah,
You could,
Look,
yeah, you
I'll
can
wait
give your
now.
allies a shot, or you can throw electricity at it.
I have mana bolt, so
All right. Vanta.
You just feel something grab your arm, open up your hand, and hand you 3 grenades. I'm going ahead, and then he's gonna dip.
All right. Would you like to deploy these grenades?
I can't throw grenades.
If you hit the button and then roll them.
I mean, I could just place them down and hit the button, right?
I don't know if you want to be anywhere near that when that happens. You could always just try and granny roll it like a bowling.
They've probably got a timer on them.
To clarify, he did hand the grenades over and then just leave the room.
Yeah, I know. That's why this is excellent.
I know. No, I know exactly.
And they are high damage frag grenades. Enjoy.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I'm.
How are you going to use
button?
Opening the door didn't really use your action, so you can use your action now to deploy grenades if you so desire.
No one else is in the room other than me
And a robot.
and the robot.
Front half of a robot.
Listen, Stones, I believe in you. You can definitely use a grenade.
Yeah, bro. Okay. This is gonna be so sad. Okay, what do I need to roll?
Agility -1 if you don't have the throwing skill.
Yeah.
Or intelligence -1 if you don't have the explosive skill and you want to like plant them strategically.
I'm rolling the same amount of dice either way. It's literally 1.
Cool. How would you like to do it?
I also would like to mention there are 2 other people outside who may be able to throw these grenades.
That's true. I'm gonna go look at our cyborg and go like, hey, here's this throw.
That's not what I meant.
All right.
There's 2 other people. Okay.
Probably don't want to stand in there anymore.
Yeah, nope. I'm gonna try to just pull the steel legs like from behind, and we're like, hey, come on.
All right, I'm gonna
Obviously not able to move it because I'm a fucking weakling, but you know.
As the lynx leaves the room, it is bumping into everything and everyone.
Oh my shit!
Oh, sorry about that. Not very good
Holy
walkers.
Oh my shit!
What? Let me see. What's Wawahi's edge rating?
It is now 2.
Oh
And
shit!
what's Stonewalker's edge?
3.
Cool. Wawahi, please roll edge.
Why does it always come down to me?
Unless you want my
have the
temp
lowest.
edge.
Nah, it's always the full stat. Luck checks, baby. Hey,
I got
that's a
one
hit. The grenades go off after the door closes.
Oh God!
The door is knocked off its hinges and knocks into the side of the drum, harmlessly. But
All the drum jumps over.
all right,
Here, let me try to help you out.
you guys are plunged into total darkness.
Ooh. No, I don't. Never mind.
Going back to the top of the initiative, Hatter.
I'm gonna keep trying to figure out the route that my team has to take and covering the cameras for them.
Okay,
they
good
keep
news.
moving.
The cameras are now irrelevant since there is no light.
Oh yeah, lights out.
I think it would immediately catch your attention that the security system is not out. Meaning there's a
Yes.
secondary
No, I know
generator
that.
operating this.
Yes. Can I try to snoop on the traffic going from the users that I'm seeing to whatever security team they may be contacting right now?
Absolutely.
so happy right now. He's handed the kids some grenades and said, "Have fun," and left. So
Truly dad of the year.
you know what to do with these? No, I don't.
All right, that is 7 hits to Snoop.
Oh yeah. 7 hits. Yeah, you pick up some information pretty quick.
Okay.
Multiple members of the security team are calling in power outage, total darkness, and the head of security is putting everyone on alert.
Okay.
Those security personnel who were like on break are to now arm up and start distributing flashlights.
Okay.
I think you would also get a head count.
Yeah.
Of the individuals that are currently on this chat. There are 13. 2 of them aren't talking. So the chief, the 2 guys in chairs. Yeah. The chief, the 2 guys in chairs.
There's 11 left. Yeah.
And yeah.
All right, I think the snooping is my turn for now, and then on my next pass, I'll try to do something to cause a little chaos.
All right. Yeah, okay.
Because I think it takes a complex action to snoop.
Yeah, I was trying to see if you'd remember something, but then I realized you'd have no way to know it. Wawahi,
Yeah,
you are in a drone.
that I am.
I feel like your drone probably has a flashlight.
Oh, thank God. Okay. That was going to be the big question I was about to ask.
How do you not know?
Listen, it's fine. It's fine, guys. Everything is going all according to Keikaku. Translation for our audience, that means plan. Yeah, the ears kind of swivel a couple of times and the light clicks on. It shines it down the hallway.
All right. Far into the hallway looks like probably the entrance to the main floor.
All right, lads. Where are we going off to next?
Hatter.
I say down the hall, and wait, was I able to figure out more of the layout at all?
You know that the main research floor is at the end of this hall, and at the end of this hall, it goes up to the main research floor.
Okay, so go down the hall. It'll lead to stairs that go up to the main research floor. Security has been alerted. I'm going to try to distract them.
Right, I think I can handle that. He'll go scampering on down up until it reaches the stairs. And he begins to sweat a little in the land shark.
All right.
I got this now.
You head up.
Time.
You turn the corner and you see the door. You see another hallway, and on one side of it, stairs going up. You also see 2 flashlights approaching from that direction.
Open up.
All right, I'm opening up. He's gonna deploy the RPK HMG, and he's gonna open fire on these fuckers.
Right on.
Wait. Oh, so cool.
Let him have it.
Yeah.
I feel like we also could have passed off just for maybe a little bit longer that we were still guards.
Yeah, but you didn't.
This is funnier.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody told him to shoot. He's gonna fucking shoot.
Oh, that was me out of character, but.
Oh, okay.
Well,
just another schizophrenic Wawahi moment.
Yeah, we get that over comms. Just go like, hey, someone told me to shoot. I'm gonna go. And I'm like,
perfect. So
Okay.
this is the gunnery skill.
Yeah, I'm doing gunnery. Let's go, gang. Let's go. We're getting
You
this
can
bread.
add your control rig on this as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
baller. All right. Go ahead and do that. That is 2 hits. I'm going to go ahead and do an edge reroll since I do have a spare.
Gonna ask, yeah. 4 is
that's
better.
a lot better. Very, very nice.
All right.
Oh, no.
They are on alert, so they're not surprised. However, they get 3 hits on their respective dodge tests.
So
you're
good for
going to
me?
hit them with 1 net success.
Excellent.
What is the damage value of your weapon, and are you
is-
using armor penetrating rounds?
No, I brought normal. I should have thought about that, but that's fine. It is going to be 12 physical.
All right.
Oh, am I rolling that on top of the net?
You do not. Wait, your base damage is 12?
For the gun itself, yes.
Cool.
So it'll be
you add
13
your
damage.
net hit of 1 for 13 damage. Because they got 3 and you got 4. So your damage is 13.
13.
Weapon
Okay.
plus the extra. And they get 6 and 5 for their respective soak tests. So, you open
7
up
and
on
8.
these guys in the dark, and bullets slam into armor. You hear shouts. And I'm marking 2 guys as injured.
And you guys just hear Wawahi cackling over the comms like, oh, what a lovely day! What a lovely day!
You've been sitting on that for 9 episodes.
Oh, I really have.
Are you feeling shiny and chrome right now?
Oh, so shiny and chrome.
Stonewalker. So there was stealth, and then there was 3 grenades and machine gun fire. It's on. It's all the way on.
Can I see these people?
You know which way the drone went. Up and to the right.
Okay, but if I follow that, can I
Yeah.
see the people? Okay.
I think illuminated in the muzzle flash of a machine gun, you got a pretty good idea.
With the flashlight that the drone also
And the
has.
flashlight also helps, yes.
Also,
yes,
they're
they've got
holding
flashlights.
Cool. I'm gonna throw my element grenade of fire. It's my off-brand fireball. Honestly,
Alright.
gonna kind of do it at a little bit weaker of a force. Probably like force 6. Actually, yeah, force 6.
Okay, roll a spellcast.
5 hits. Oh, I need to go to the book that way.
All right. Hit with 1 net hits and hit with 4.
The test throwing. Sorry, I'm trying to. It doesn't really give me a damage here.
Damage is force times 2 usually.
Okay, so that's 12. Okay, I'm just gonna roll a 12 then.
Is it times 2 or is it just? Might just be force.
Force is damage is physical. Spells deal fire damage. I think it's just force.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll 6 then.
No, you don't. The damage is 6.
Oh,
plus
the damage
whatever
just
it
hits
hits.
6.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't roll it.
So one of them taking 7, the other's taking 10. They're gonna roll to resist said damage.
But they're resisting only with fire resistance if they have it.
Oh yeah,
And body, not armor.
body plus fire resistance.
I'm an
I don't know
elf.
if their armor has any fire resistance in it.
Over the
I'm an
All right.
an
quick
also-
reminder.
Yes.
Did I use single fire or burst fire when I attacked? So I can keep track of ammo.
Given your characterization and manic laughter, I assumed you hit them with like a 10-round burst.
Okay, you know what? That makes sense. Yeah.
All
right, The front one takes a lobbed handful of fire to the face and goes down. The one in the back is like trying to put out his arm. Still up and functional. He's going to drop back out of this now pool of fire, bring up his weapon, and shoot. Drone's the bigger target.
Technically,
He's
the
gonna
more
shoot his
deadly
skill.
target.
And the drone's the only thing that's eliminated.
Mm-hmm. So,
They also have
Wawahi, go ahead and
flashlights,
give
so-
me a dodge test against this guy trying to
Okay.
light up your drone.
In this case, am I going to be doing drone piloting or walker piloting?
It is, I believe it's your reaction plus your whatever your piloting skill for your drone is, plus
Okay.
your control rig.
And if you want to do that thing you do sometimes where you spend a couple points of karma mid-session.
Unfortunately, well, actually, I do have a couple points left over. I don't know if that's. I only have 2 points left over. I'm not sure if that's enough.
That's enough.
Well-
That's enough for 1 point.
Oh hell yeah! All right, yeah, 1 point of walker. There we go.
I'm
Getting the
also
hang
going
of
to
this.
give you the... Yeah.
Steel Lynx is operated with
Yeah,
pilot
it's
groundcraft,
groundcraft.
not walker.
Oh,
It's not a
there
walker
we go.
drone.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh,
Much
well,
better.
Fantastic.
It's technically on treads.
Yeah.
I'm still going to give you the jack of all trades quality. I'm just giving it to you because this is a bit now.
Yeah. Walker,
Do a thing for
walker
10
is
seconds
only,
and suddenly you're okay at it.
the pilot
Hell
walker skill is
yeah.
only for things with 2 legs.
There you go.
Oh, that makes
Because
sense.
even like the Nissan Doberman is also groundcraft.
Okay, so it's treaded, not wheeled, right? Or does that count as a wheel?
It's still just pilot groundcraft.
It
Yeah,
doesn't really
groundcraft.
matter. It's semantics.
This guy's going to try and shoot at you. He is wounded, so he has less dice. Dear
9
God, is that
hits.
9?
Try and dodge out of the way.
Cool. This is a tight corridor. This guy comes up, shoots at you, and I think you don't dodge so much as you just turn and present the heavily armored, like, top of the head, and the bullets bounce off and fly over you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Dear God.
I might use the Steel Lynx as like cover then.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big fucking drone.
For his other action, free action, Hatter, you see come across the net, invaders sub-level.
Yeah, I using like an interrupt to try to like jam that message.
Yeah, you can drop, I think it's 7 off your initiative to attempt a quash action.
Yeah. What do you want me to roll for that?
Goddamn Shadowrunners. I actually don't know what that role is. If you want to go ahead and look that up.
Would it be like a spoof command or like a jam signal?
I think it's a jam signal.
Okay.
Cool. And then
Uh, 4 hits.
all right. I'm going to roll. You got the marks, but I'm going to roll the strength of the host against you. 7 hits.
Okay.
The message gets through. Vanta, what would you like to do?
Oh, well, when he left, he would have sent a message to Batter being like, where's the tower?
Tower is center of 2nd floor.
Can you give me a map?
Working on it.
And I guess he went in a completely different direction than everybody else, because that would have been... Well, you said there was a way up and a way down.
Everybody's headed up.
Well, I mean, you said there was 2 flashlights, unless they just walked past me.
Not impossible at all.
Okay, I don't...
If you go ahead and give me a navigation roll, like retroactively, for you to have found your way to the staircase undirected.
Well, it's just a hallway, right? Or am I misremembering that?
No, yeah. You could have found your way to the staircase, which means that Wawahi's drone and the fire grenade and these guys shooting are all happening past you in the hall. And you're like on the stairs just watching a fight.
He's gonna head up the stairs, and assuming that there's gonna be more people coming, well, being an excellent distraction right now, I feel kind of mean doing this. No offense, y'all.
Grenades.
I have a lot of grenades.
You're able to like wirelessly activate them, right?
Not me. Well, I guess just like once he hears us shooting, he'll just be like, fuck it, just pop a flashbang and toss it down the stairs as he's running up. That'll like roll down the stairs and probably hit the 2 guards in the back, I guess. And to make things a bit more difficult, because there's nothing worse than being in complete darkness and using a flashlight and smoke, as he's receiving the navigation from Stonewalker, and I have low light vision, he's gonna, every 100 feet or so, he's gonna drop a smoke grenade.
Cool. It's not 100 feet that you go, but like you get to the top of the staircase, you can toss your flashbang back at those guys. I think you step through this door into... This area is a little bit lit. From above, you can see like a control tower.
Yep.
In an airport. You can see that there's light in there shining down over an open, like clean room style lab area. Bunch of individuals with computer stuff, wearing like jumpsuits. A couple of them are in hazmat suits. They look confused and puzzled. A number of individuals are...
Retract my last 2 minutes. And he'll flip the script and start tossing. He'll take both hands, and I'm really happy I have so many things that let me just do things for like free actions. He'll toss a smoke and a flash grenade, 2 apiece, into the room itself.
All right. And as fighting breaks out on the lab floor, you guys are officially in it. That's where we'll call tonight's session.